Come and listen to us. It's the Keith and the Girl Show.
Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
If you follow us on Eventbrite, you already know tickets for the next silent trailers are now available.
So exciting.
Also, the list of my opponents. Get info and tickets at keithandthegirl.com/tickets. Do you have Keith and the Girl VIP already? Check your dashboard at keithandthegirl.com/VIP. Boom, free ticket, other freebies, other discounts. Want to become a VIP member? Same link, keithandthegirl.com/VIP.
By the way, if you've never been a Keith and the Girl VIP and you want to try it, it's perfect to use the free code. So you can put in code free trial. It's one word, free trial, and you get 2 free weeks. And you know what? Fuck us during this trial, right? Try every single show.
Right.
Also get your free ticket, get whatever discounts, and you can shut it off whenever. So you could actually turn on VIP, go right to the cancel button, and still get those 2 free weeks. keithandthegirl.com/VIP, code free trial. That's how much we want you to come to Silent Trailers because it's so much fucking fun. That's how much we want you to hear last week on Keith and the Girl, Q&A, Daddy Issues, What's My Name? My name is Keith. I mean, there's like a list of things. So try out everything and tell us to go fuck ourselves right after. No worries.
Rude. Well, you don't have to add that. It was kind of a favor.
My love language is rude, Keith.
But you could, of course you could. Let's say you were into keithandthegirl.com/dad has the entire dad saga, right? Say you were into that and you want to hear Daddy Issues with my brother Ken, the side podcast, where we catfished him as a new person all over again. Go there, download all those shows. If you're not into it after 2 weeks, get out of it. But I'll come up front. So what's the catch, Keith? We think we offer so much you're gonna stay. That's what we think. But try it for 2 weeks, see if we get you or not. If you follow us on YouTube, hit the bell. You already know that we have some exclusive surprises if you've been there. I love the videos that are coming out. Xerxes is putting these out fast and furious, right?
Yeah. We're trying to catch up so we can have so right now we're about 2, maybe 3 weeks behind on what episode is coming out. And then what we want to do is like the audio comes out quickly, followed by the video. You also have old episodes. Like if you're a fan of Dan Soder, he's been on our show several times, and you could just look for Dan Soder's episode, the episode where he got sober and talked about it, the episode of how he stayed sober, really a lot of sobriety, and like when he was, overweight as a kid, him not feeling, I don't know why I'm focused on Dan Soder. We got Mateo Lane. A lot of people search for.
We happen to book Dan Soder coming up, but
Right.
he's one of these guys that helped get me sober without him knowing it. I'm like, all right, you're a smart guy that had it together, and you didn't, I guess, but you did behind the scenes, and now you have it more together, and you of course didn't lose some edge. That's a stupid excuse artists make up. I loved him coming clean. No pun.
Yeah, you know what? That was a very big deal because he had beer sponsors, a beer tour he was doing. There was a lot of alcohol related experiences and opportunities that I was like, whoa, you decided that you're going to tell these people that you're being sober and still have a better life. And he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's why I'm focused on him.
The videos are there on YouTube. It's under the profile name, Keith and the Girl. In fact, our handle's Keith and the Girl on all platforms. So whatever platform you're scrolling through right now, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, etc., make sure you follow us right there. Just do it right now. Okay? All right. The big news, of course, breaking the internet, as they say, is Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are on a boat again, as they were in pictures in some infamous music video. And his hand is on the same ass that it was in this now famous picture. And it's all planned and set up, but how beautiful. Love is love, and they're back. 2.0 is for real.
Yeah, I love Ben and Jenny ice cream. I didn't know they were missing for a while, so that's exciting.
Kenda's working on new names. I think that's all that's going on.
Ben and Jenny is so good. Come on, let's keep that one going.
Just keep the love going. You love to see love. Just don't try to force Jennifer Lopez in a movie with you if you're Ben Affleck. I think Gigli ruined the relationship. I mean it. You get all this attention on you. It fucks with your head, and you were just told you're a horrible actress because you did a dumb movie with your boyfriend.
Yeah, but I kind of think the opposite. I think this is so that it can give them an opportunity to do another Geely, which we're all
Mm.
very excited about because it literally was the worst movie on earth. Like,
Yes.
if you didn't edit some old movies that didn't have like good anything, it would still be better than this. Jaw-droppingly horrendous.
Amazing.
And I think that they're like, oh yeah, let's do another one, and here's the promo for it. In fact, I think they should do Geely 3 and see if like we even look for Geely 2. Who gives a shit?
That's funny because then people would be like, wait, where's Geely 2? And Ben Affleck is like, oh, you do want it. No, I just don't know what you're doing. Well, of course, there's a whole bunch of story missing. Now you're the president? Oh, so you're interested how I became the president. God damn it.
But how interesting that they would set up, like you said, the same boat. So it's very conscious.
Yeah.
Same boat, the thing that I remember seeing that video with J-Lo's video with him in it,
Yeah.
and going like, whoa, he touched her butt in the video, sort of because in a way it felt like, oh, you're giving this asshole the upper hand of like, he's touching your ass, it's your video, like
funny. Right.
you're being the one, like
she's on her front and he's the one, half sitting up, so he's in control.
Something, I know it's wrong, but it felt
Right.
like that. So I remember it, and then I remember it blowing up. I remember it being sort of this iconic moment. So for them to repeat that exactly, imagine the talk in bed about that. We should fucking do.
Right.
Everyone's gonna have a fucking. What we should do.
Yeah.
Let's see if that guy still has his fucking boat. You put your hand on my ass. Let's see if it explodes again with these idiots, and then we make the next Geely. If they want this, they want Geely.
Are they both into it that it's cute, or has Ben like, you're worth it, but goddamn, I guess I don't understand thirst traps.
You know what? I didn't even think of that. I just think like both parties are like, yeah, but you're right.
Like
It
Ben
could
Affleck
be-
seemed a little, I mean, he wasn't happy with his life, but all the pictures of him was him taking out garbage or carrying too many Dunkin' Donuts coffee at once. He didn't look like a happy man. He doesn't seem like an Instagrammer per se.
You know what? You're right. He seems to have less control over what the paparazzi catches than J-Lo does.
Yeah.
And it seems
he goes, I'm embarrassed by the paparazzi. She goes, you make phone calls, asshole. Everybody likes to be invited.
Right. If you give them the opportunity, they don't catch you throwing the garbage. They catch you going into the club. So pick one and call them up with your schedule.
Right. We're going to blah, blah, blah Keiko's. And this is the thong, right? This is the same one? Okay. We're set.
Right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Ben and Jenny.
Right.
Is it taking?
Are you watching any of the Olympics?
No.
I love it. You're rooting for America, of course. How can you not? Assuming you're from here. I used to find it charming, but still disgusted with myself when I would watch the Olympics. But I got ribs in both my hands, or I'm chugging down 12 mozzarella sticks, and I'm like, "Go get it!" What the man? And we all know you didn't land perfect. Right, kind of bounced when you landed.
Right. You suddenly become an expert on gymnastics. It's like, I've seen better.
Yeah. Oh, that was a splash.
That's like watching a workout video. I remember in the show Love, one of the characters was sitting there watching Taibo. Do you remember Taibo kicking and punching?
Yeah.
It's an incredible workout where you pretend like you're punching people, which is ridiculous, but a great workout. Her roommate comes in. It's like, oh, wow. Are you thinking of doing this? She goes, no, but I'm definitely masturbating to this later.
Yeah, he was fit, of course. Yeah, no, now I deliberately go out of my way to grab a Monk pack. You may have heard me mention this the other week. Monk pack, healthy snacks. Well, they have a bad reputation, right? They don't taste good. They don't fill you up.
You force yourself to do it, and then you hope you're not hungry because you don't get that satisfaction of the food. Yeah,
exactly. Monk Pack Keto Granola Bars contain 1 gram of sugar, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, and they're only 140 calories. Gluten-free, grain-free, you know the drill. Plant-based, non-GMO, no soy, trans fat. Can I have sugar alcohols? Not here, sorry. None of those. No artificial colors even. And they're great for anyone following a keto lifestyle, but perfect for everybody else. They don't want to miss out on you. You're trying to eat better, cut back on sugar and carbs without sacrificing taste, you qualify.
You know who it's actually good for? not you, right? But you hold on to it, right? So you like it, you have it, you're cool. You hold an extra pack for the people you're hanging out with, because when people get hangry,
Hmm.
oh boy, you
Yeah.
make sure you have that thing that like will satisfy them, and then you can continue. It's not fun while you're hangry to look for a place to eat, a place to hang out, a place to be,
Right.
a conversation you can't follow. So just you need that little, that taste, that satisfaction,
Hmm.
and then you can move on with your day.
Try it for yourself. You'll see. Here's a special deal. Get 20% off your first purchase of any Monk Pack product by visiting Monk, M-U-N-K, pack.com. Enter the code KATG at checkout. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Any reason you're not pleased, say, hey, I need to exchange or I need my money back. End of story.
I love that we you said Monk, M-U-N-K, but you didn't spell pack, and I could see people misspelling that. Like, you mean Pac-Man, right? But
Okay.
it's
I'll tell you. To get started, go to MUNKPACK.com. Select any product, then enter the code KTG at checkout. Save 20% off your purchase. It's delicious, nutritious food that you can count on. Okay, thank you. No, I find the Olympics so weird that it's supposed to be good. It's just got to be good for tourism, right? It's supposed to be good that you're proud of your country, and it's supposed to be patriotic. But doesn't it just separate us more? Have you ever seen a sporting event between two cities? It doesn't bring people closer.
right.
There's beer on somebody's head next to me
Yeah,
because they're acting up. All of a sudden, like I'm looking at the standings right now, and Japan's this will change, of course, but Japan's number 1 with 8 gold medals, USA number 2 with 7 gold medals. So I just hate Japan now.
See, I get what you're saying, and I haven't thought of that. But what I did notice is when we started talking about the Olympics, you're like, I'm rooting for the US, of course. And I'm like, oh, I haven't heard Keith say that in a long time.
That's true.
So I don't think it's necessarily, although I think it definitely is. It's very easy to have an enemy and to feel pride about your own whatever the fuck.
Right.
But I think it's more like, oh, the US has something, my country has something. There's a reason I'm here. There's a reason why I want to feel any kind of patriotism, because I don't personally. So I don't even know if I would root for the US, because who cares? Like you said, aren't we all human beings?
I was watching the other day. First of all, the Olympics are bullshit. That's why it's every 4 years. Football's not every 4 years. You know, they try to trick you.
I want to say yes to you, because I think they're bullshit, and I don't want, it's weird because we both have a smirk on our face like, oh yeah, people working really hard and getting to their highest potential is
Sure.
bullshit. That's not what's bullshit.
But do it every year. Be the highest potential every year. We care about money. Nobody would give a fuck.
It's probably a high production rate, and maybe like the behind the scenes.
It is not. If you watch this shit, I was watching a fucking bicycle race. Nobody's in the audience. Nobody's standing up, but you could be. Hopefully it runs right by your house. Over there. And the woman is 4 minutes ahead of number 2. So looks like she can easily take this. All right. 27,000 kilometers to go. We'll be right back. They cut to commercial. They come right back. The footage isn't so excellent, by the way. It's a little grainy. And here she is. 10 kilometers is about 6 miles. Fascinating fact. And still 4 minutes ahead. Not looking close. Nothing's happening. It's not big production value. And by the way, isn't a sport of the best in the world when you have to go to commercial breaks during it? How about everybody pause? We'll take an extended break. You don't have to shit yourself as part of the sport. And then we'll come back. Nah, don't worry. Assume they still went on. And we're back. Oh, really? You're not going to do that every year? No kidding.
Well, I also think like 4 years, and then you get, a lot of people get 1 minute to perform, literally 60 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is. You throw the thing and you're done. That's your 4 years. And not many people get to come back again because you're old by the time the second time comes around. What I also think is to get those movements and that strength out of people sounds very abusive, and the pressure that you have to put on yourself. So I'm with Keith. Let's do it every year. We're disinterested, so you people do the work and get excited.
Maybe you wouldn't have skateboarding and surfing as Olympic events. No offense, but
Oh, see, that's where you're wrong. Those are the ones that I would watch if I knew when it was on or how to do it. But
if only you knew. If
yeah.
only the media covered it.
I don't know how you judge waves unless you create a
Right.
place that makes the wave for people and
The
then you
same.
stay on. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's very strange because you can run like, but Chemda, part of it is catching the wave. Yeah, but Chemda, part of it is the ground that you're running on, the training, the movement with your foot to the ground that they give to the runners.
Can somebody explain surfing to me, but like without links in the Olympics, where like, could you have lost your dream because you just no good wave came in?
Right. Yeah. And then, or somebody took it right in front of you and you don't want to, smash into them.
I do. It is fun when I remember to turn on the Olympics, which are boring to watch, but they're in the background while I'm doing stuff. And they're like, they're just little dancers on the TV for me. It's like, you're still doing that. You know what I mean? I'm washing the dishes and you're riding a bike. Okay. No one cares.
You found a way to watch the most active people the most passive way.
I mean, if you motherfuckers out there are like, she didn't look at the flag or she smoked weed the other day, that's the only exciting thing going on. Hey, quit putting that out in the universe. You want more people to trip at award shows. You want more political speeches because it's the only thing that has personality. And you want people to take weed and turn their head against the flag if they don't believe in it today.
By the way, I saw that apology that the what
Pothead?
she ate. Yeah, the pothead.
The Olympic best at the class pothead. Best runner in the business.
Best runner anywhere ever. Seriously, we actually tested and we came up with this.
Right.
I saw the apology and I'm like, holy shit, this little baby. She's, 18-year-olds are so young to me right now because of my 45-year-old age. But she's 18 going like, yeah, I did the wrong thing. I mean, I just found out my mother died and it hit me wrong. But I guess I could have made better choices. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What else? Did you just get your third period that week? Like,
I hope
what
it was
else are you doing?
sarcastic. Like, if my mom was around, again, you'll recall she died, and I was told in an interview, so I decided to smoke weed to deal with it. But anyway, if she was around, I would have had a better sensibilities. But I apologize.
Oof.
Can't believe it. Well, anyway, I was never into that, kung flu bullshit. But if everybody agrees with this, then hello, Japanese listeners, it's on.
What is this?
They're Japanese. They're number one right now. So,
Oh,
I don't say that coronavirus hates shit, but here it's a fun national thing. So we're coming for you.
Nope.
You pieces of dogs. What?
no, nah.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Why don't we just be happy for ourselves and then go, good job, other people. We all are pretty fucking amazing.
Okay. But Italy at number 9.
They have pasta. They don't need this shit.
What if they're all pasted out?
No, they make the good pasta, the one that doesn't make you tired.
You meet the family. Try to meet the family. I've heard about Italians. Meet the family before you go to the Olympics, but tell them no thanks on the pasta because you're an Olympian. Good luck. That's the real trials. They coach you. The coach was like, okay, I'm your father. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
What? I don't know what you can say. You know what I learned, Chemda, regarding the ladies and gentlemen thing, and I'm still it's just funny. People are still giving me ideas. Say this instead, ladies and gentlemen. And Chemda explained, it's not that I'm not willing to grab onto the next thing. This is just a turn of phrase you never meant in the first place. And it's just hard to get rid of. It's not a political thing.
It's like when somebody walks into the room, you go, oh, hi. And then people tell you hi is not the phrase that you use. You have to use, oh, poof. And you just, somebody walks into the room and you go, oh, hi, poof.
Right.
You sort of blank out with like the regular, you didn't even hear yourself saying hi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
you like my imagination. The only thing I can come up is poof.
Right.
Just that's the word. That's the word I made up. Very.
And what
good.
did that supposed to mean? So, but I bring that up, and I'm working on it. But I bring it up because Chemda learned about what the word mankind means. Should we say people kind or person kind? And what did you learn?
I saw an interview, Logic, the rapper, was interviewing Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he said the word...
And one's science and one's logic. You can't get
Oh.
better than this. All right.
It was actually really nice. And the word mankind, the word man from the word mankind came from not the word man versus woman. It came from manual, meaning we are a species that could use our hands, our grips like that.
Like
So
manual
it's
dexterity.
yes.
Okay.
So it was only like we messed it up by starting to think it has to do with mankind, womankind. That's not the word.
Oh, mankind is just the kind of species that can do manual shit.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think you could say hello,
mankind.
yeah, hello, mankind. Although, the thing is do you pay attention to this, right? Like you can say mankind. We now understand that that does not mean man or woman or anything like that.
Well, you'd be a
But
deliberate weirdo to say that.
exactly. But social norms is that mankind is still referred to like as the opposite of womankind.
Right.
So in order to change that, you have to explain every time until it becomes normal outside of Keith and the girl, outside of the person who listened to that episode.
Yeah, say it and then pull out a printout and hand it to somebody. Come on,
Right.
whatever. But it's funny you say that because we have a new sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped. And I tell you why I sound excited. I just shaved my balls for the first time in my life. That's a true story. Manscaped, the best in men's below the waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels, they say. They just launched their 4th generation trimmer. Oh, the Lawnmower 4.0. It should have a ripcord, but it doesn't. It's sleek.
By the way, that should give you guys a hint. If you need something called the lawnmower, you might want to consider.
Right.
You might want to consider this. Just like we're out and about and letting people see our junk, and maybe we let them see it a little clearer and easier.
Well, I do like, not to be too personal, I like my lady to be shaved or waxed because I like a clean eating space. I like to see everything there. And it's almost rude if us guys aren't playing along. And so I got the Manscaped. I shaved my balls and incredibly easy. And she's in for a shocking treat.
And now you could wear the "I shaved my balls for this" t-shirt again,
Yeah.
bringing it retro and starting a trend again.
But the shirt isn't sarcastic. It's like, I shaved my balls for this.
Now we could wear it with an exclamation point.
Right.
I actually watched Xerxes use it to see like how this, I was like, what do you have to like, those people that are just seemed like naturally trimmed. I'm like, I think you're set, but let's see. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Stuff was coming off like he was a lamb. And oh my God, I was like, you're going to town because he was just like in there, you know what I mean? Just I would be more cautious, more like, hey, this is a rounded thing here. And no, he's like, no, I cannot hurt myself with this. So he's doing it like it's an arm, you know what I mean?
I had somebody once cut the hair, with scissors. Surprise, surprise. My balls get cut. This I'm digging. And it's beautiful. Again, if my woman's clean, I like that because I understand if you like to grow it out. I just don't want to be hacking fur balls during lovemaking. To me, it kind of takes a little bit out of it. So who am I not to play along? I'm a fan. Also, there's an LED light on it. What I do is a 4000K LED spotlight. I turn that on. I dance around a little bit when I'm done. That's my own personal thing. So anyway, here's what you do. Here's your discount. Ready? Get 20% off and free shipping with code KATG20. I say try 30, fuck it. But I know 20 will work. KATG20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code KATG20.
Now
you're saying
confidence. You're saying Manscaped with a D, right?
Yes, of course I am.
Manscaped. You've already scaped.
Right. You scaped out of being a disgusting animal. Use code KATG20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job. Manscaped. Now, on Keith and the Girl, I've been shitting on movies lately, right? The world's opening up and I'm seeing everything, but crap. So I got to bring a little positivity, which I will now. I saw
Is this the review and recommend corner?
Mm,
Well, we'll let you know like one at a time, right?
let's
Not all-
decide as we go.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
And I only have one movie for you that I recommend.
I am so excited because really you are a person that hates absolutely everything when you go to the movies and it's your favorite thing to do. So when something
Yes.
stands out, oh, but what could top The King of Staten Island? Please, Keith.
You son of a gun. This movie is called The Best of Enemies. And I love these movies because I love social movies that are in the recent past. Like when you see, 50 Years a Slave, it's like that's not even close to my life.
12 Years a Slave?
12 years. It was more to me, Chemda.
Okay.
But
Sorry.
okay, you only saw 12.
What do I know from movies? 50 years, 12 years, sure. It's the 400 years.
But that's so far away. I'm like, yeah, disgusting. But if I see a movie, this, for example, takes place in 1971, I'm about to be born in 3 years. I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking crazy.
I get that. I get that even like when you see a cell phone that you haven't seen in like 10, 15 years, you're like, right. Now they keep,
Right.
what could they do in this scenario with not our phones, but almost our phones?
Right.
Yeah.
So a black woman wants integration because the black school was burned down. The white guy in charge of the town is in charge of the KKK. And they're going to have a debate.
I'm sorry, what?
Based on the main guy's is a wizard of in the town of the KKK. The two of them are going to do, based on a true story, debate, talk, learn about each other for 2 weeks, and then vote on if school integration can actually happen. So you already know the ending, right? That it's based on a true story. Then the KKK guy comes around because the black woman can't come around. I do see the point. Some of us steal. But at the same time, I did love it. And it didn't get the highest score from critics. And I feel like because it's what people are now calling the white savior movies, which I love. The Help, I loved. Hidden Figures, I loved. And the KKK member does have to be white. He can be the only one to change his opinion. The Help, assuming that's a true story, did have a woman journalist that started a little attack. I don't know. Is it really just you'd say no to these movies because it's like we get it, the white guy's the hero, or is it really a true story and it's pretty fucking good? And you're not looking at even The Help. I don't know. I'm not like, yay, the white woman. There are black heroes. Hidden Figures wasn't Kevin Costner. It was the 3 black women.
I think you kind of get sick of just the story. I was a slave. Here's how I bettered myself as a slave. I was down. I was, it's sort of, it's not like what's a black role, So now you get this role, you're in addition to being the criminal and the drug dealer. Now you get the slave who has a good heart. And it's like, I could see people getting sick of it. And also I don't know. I get it. Also, I did not like that pie movie. What was it? The Help?
The Help. Yeah.
I thought it was so boring.
Oh, I love you shitting a pie. You have me from here to Tuesday. I remember seeing American Pie and being like, they're just going to fuck it. It's a movie. You can do whatever you want. Shitting it. I'll tell you this, though. Chemda recommend. I don't usually watch TV shows. TV shows could always be made to movies. There's always an extra TV show. What a coincidence. 8 episodes every season. That's the way the story came out naturally.
I totally get it because now that Netflix is available and I could binge watch and stuff, I don't start series a lot because I'm like, oh, this is a series. That means they're going to take 20 episodes to tell me a movie story. And I don't want to wait for that kind of action. So I think I get what you're talking about.
But I did see that you recommended, we say recommended, Atypical.
Oh my God. I'm so excited that you saw Atypical and so nervous.
And Kominsky Method.
So nervous. I love them both.
It's me and Kyle's go-to when we can't think of a movie.
What?
Both of those. We'll watch TV shows when we can't think of a movie. So
Together,
virtually, but yes, together.
So sweet.
And here's your problem with recommending things.
Oh boy.
Never mind my problem with English. Just say Atypical is a comedy. Don't tell me it follows the drama of a family with an autistic kid. No, it's a comedy that follows the drama of a family with an autistic kid. It's fucking hilarious. Kominsky method is so funny. I knew Alan Arkin was funny, but he's always Alan Arkin. Michael Douglas is very funny. These are comedies. You should mention it. Comedies without laugh tracks.
You know what? I didn't think to do that because I didn't think of them as comedies, but you're right. They are. I just thought of them as like, and you're right. I'm going to describe it. It's going to sound so stupid, but like realer stories, you know,
Boring. I'm out.
where people have a sense of humor about themselves, you know, but
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I know.
I think I don't want to watch it now. And I know what it is.
I shouldn't describe it with all the feelings. I should just be like, yeah, I laughed.
The Atypical is so good that Michael Rappaport doesn't bother me. And
does Michael Rappaport bother you? I love him.
Well, you don't know his rants and all this bullshit.
He's way into hip hop, right? Every time he gets on an interview, he's like, yeah, man, I'm just like, yo, old school shit. Am I right? Like, yo, word. Like,
right.
You know what I'm fucking talking about. Like, you hear this new fucking shit. You hear this new rap. You can't compare that to Biggie. Let's compare it to Biggie. Come on, play something for me.
Yeah, he acts like he always wants to fight. But even before that, it's not even that. It was his face as an actor, like back in True Romance. It bothered me that I'm like, what's this? Who the fuck in True Romance? This is already a brilliant movie. Yeah, he was the friend that fucked everything up. He was part of that cocaine deal that started everything. He's in the whole movie, and I just didn't like. And I can't explain it. We all have these people. I know my friend Adam. His is John Lithgow. He just hates him. He never read a John Lithgow interview. He just knows like, do you have anybody like that?
I'm sure I do, and I probably won't be able to come up with the name, but I
can't tell you why. I had no offense to the Rappaports.
Oh, I know there's someone, but I'm bad at names. So I really do want to get back to you because I know it'll be on my mind now. Yes, there absolutely is. And I can't find them. And now it's going to annoy me. But maybe that's the poll for today. Do you have an actor that bothers you? Because I happen to like Michael Rappaport. Wasn't he on Friends also? He always plays.
He was in Friends, yeah, like a dopey guy, right? Yeah, even in Atypical, he's kind-hearted dope.
Exactly. He's like, if I would know better, I'd be a superhuman. So maybe it's best that I'm just kind of dopey.
He's an like, EMT worker, and I've seen EMT workers.
We're gonna move on.
Well, come on, Chemda. You forget Chemda breaks her leg. EMT worker puts the clipboard with like 2 pieces of paper on that knee. Chemda didn't see it, so it's not psychosomatic. She starts screaming, and the person's like, "What's the big deal? It doesn't wet." And I'm like, "Take it off!" Like. The clipboard, and she's take it off. I had to go over in the ambulance and take it off.
Okay, yeah,
I can see Michael Rappaport doing that. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But I did see the autistic kid wears New Balance, and so I just switched to Nikes. Like they had to pick New Balance for a reason. Okay, forget
what it. I love New Balance. Call me autistic all day. Plus, like autistic people make so much sense, right? Like, doesn't he bring so much sense into what we didn't understand? See, this is why I shouldn't describe shows. Now it's sounding boring again, but he brings so much sense into this. He is telling you what real is. And we're like, oh, how could you say that? And he's like, is it different?
How far did you get? I just finished season 1.
The way.
Does he get smarter? I know us in the autistic community, we don't say better, but just between us, does he get better?
What do you mean? What's better? Like he's
an idiot. He's a full-blown social idiot. He thinks he can date his, his therapist wants him to date, so he tries to date the therapist. Does he ever get better?
Oh, I see. Like do his social behaviors. Right. Oh,
and I understand he's also like the narrator, and we're, and what he's doing is describing what other people in the series are doing. I get that, but is he always a fuck up?
Yeah, he learns. He learns more social behavior, which I think is like so complicated because facts you could learn, right? But social norms. Why do we have to touch each other this way when we do this? Why do we have to say that when it's not really true? Why are we warmed up to this, but we're cold in that? And why does anyone think that I said something wrong when all I'm saying is fact? So I could see like having a hard time navigating that. But yeah, he learns.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, she's a bad bitch, huh?
Holy shit. First of all, I get
and she's a producer. I always notice that who the star is. That's also the producer.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, so you knew that you were going to be cheating on your fake family, and you produced it. Just interesting. That's all.
Spoiler alert. Oh, I just see it as like, oh, you picked up extra money on this project.
Right.
Like I see Grace and Frankie, they're not only the stars of it, but they are executive producers. And I'm like, wow, just all of it.
And then Kominsky method, you didn't tell me that Michael Douglas's new girlfriend in that, when he starts dating, is April O'Neil from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I was in love with her. Nancy Travis. I still remember her name. I was 16.
Oh, my bad. See, this, I don't know how to describe things to you.
Well, I'm joking. I don't think you're supposed to remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, again, I was 16, the time went by. But
You know
anyway,
what?
it's interesting to see her.
Maybe I describe shows very atypically.
Okay. All right. What do you what would you like to recommend to the audience?
Okay. So the other day I was feeling a little emotional, but couldn't cross over. Does that make sense? Like, imagine if you don't understand that, imagine you're trying to come and you're like, I feel like it's right there. Like, and then if this gets done, I could just get other shit done. So I'm like, let me just be sad for a little while. And I actually looked up like top 10 or top movies on Netflix, because that's what I have that make you cry or make you feel sad or whatever. Because I'm like, let's go all the way in this.
Okay.
And I came across something called Tell Me Who I Am.
It's a comedy. No, I don't know this.
I have to give a trigger warning to this. It is highly emotional and like psychologically disturbing. Keith, you can handle it just fine.
Thank you.
So I want to tell you the whole thing, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'll tell you the beginning and I'll tell you like the synopsis that they give anyway.
And it's a movie.
It's a movie. It's a documentary.
Okay. That's
honestly
important.
like it's a podcast with visuals, to be honest. So if you can put Netflix in your pocket and go grocery shopping, you'll still be able to catch all of it. Some of the visuals are helpful, like to see where they lived, but just take it out of your pocket for a second. So they take these twins at the age of 18. One of the twins got into a motorcycle accident. The helmet flew off and he hit his head on whatever the fuck he landed on. Woke up from, I think, a coma or something, to only recognize his twin brother. Like as soon as he woke up, he's like, oh, you're my brother so-and-so. Didn't recognize his mother, not his father. He had to start like literally from the beginning. What's a kitchen? What do we do with this utensil? Like that much, right? So because his brother is the only one that he recognizes and the only thing that he knows, his brother filled in his stories. Like we had this life together, exactly together. And he would ask questions like, oh, we went on vacation. He's like, oh yeah, we totally went on vacation. Here's a picture of us on the beach. Turns out, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but what am I spoiling?
Okay.
They did not go on vacations with their parents. They went on vacation with other people's parents. He just didn't fill that in. So you hear, oh, I went on vacation. He assumes I went on vacation with family. Our family's nice. I'm going to get to this part. The father dies. And by then, like it's 5 years after this scenario, the father dies. And, the one brother who just came out of a coma was like, holy shit, he's crying. The other one, nothing. In fact, the father sat them both down before he died because he knew he was about to die and said, will you forgive me? The new one was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. The other one was like, no, die with it. And then he did die with it like the next day. And the guy was like, mm-hmm. Then the mother dies. However,
so what? So the neighbors were fucking him and the dad knew it?
You're like really close and it's weird.
What else could it be? What else fucking could it be?
You're a little off, but it was weird.
Right.
Then the mother dies, and the fresh one was like, "Oh shit, mom died," and it's weird because they're now being interviewed, and they're like 50 something, and they're like, "And then mommy died," and I'm like, "No, not mommy," and they're in like British accents, like, "Mommy died." I'm like, what? The fresh one was like, "Holy shit, mom died, mommy died," and the other one was like, "Mm-hmm." They go through the shit of the house now. And by the way, giant house. When I say mansion upon mansion, and they both stayed in the same room in the shed.
Okay.
Very strange. Mom dies, dad dies. Now they're cleaning out the house. Behind a wall that's behind a thing that whatever, they uncovered this thing. And there's a picture of them together about age 10, naked, with the head cut off with a scissor.
Oh
So
God.
it's only their bed. So it's only
The
them
bodies,
naked. Yeah, their
right.
bodies. So the fresh one goes, "What's this?" And the other one goes, "See you later." Doesn't want to talk. Nothing. He's like, "Okay, this doesn't add up. As far as I know,
It
I have
doesn't
a."
add up.
he's like, "There's no way that you could accidentally cut heads off
Right.
like that manner." Anyway, I don't want to tell you the rest of it. You kind of have it, but it was
Holy
just,
shit.
it was so chilling the whole
Yeah.
time. And with a half an hour left, they reveal this dude still to that day of recording never told his brother what happened. And then they show that he does.
Do they shit in any food?
No. God
Okay.
damn it.
All right.
But the trigger one, it's just so emotionally heavy. Like these guys describe it so perfectly. And
Did
they
you
really
cry
let
the way you
in.
wanted?
I didn't, but I got what I needed.
Holy shit. All right. So I'll stick with Atypical for now. I'm again only one season in, you know. I saw number one movie I saw out right now, Old, OLD. It's a new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie. And he's, of course, the creator of the greatest movie of all time, The Sixth Sense. And some people get confused. They go, Keith, you don't really think it's the greatest movie. Now, I know it's not the greatest movie of all time. It's just the best thing ever. Like Poison is the greatest band of all time to me, right? But I know
This
it's
does
not
not give you any credit by saying that, but go ahead.
well, this is what I'm saying. I know Poison's not the greatest band. There's Led Zeppelin. There's Rolling Stones. There's so many. BB King. There's everything's better. But at the same time, they are the best fucking band of all time. So this guy, M. Night Shyamalan, made such a perfect movie. I can't not see anything that he directs, no matter what. And there's been some fun rides. The Village, long, but the ending I liked. Oh, it's actually real.
Okay, don't.
Yeah. So, but I wasn't a fan of the superhero type movies, Unbreakable, Glass, Split. Those bored the fuck out of me. But I'm
It
still
doesn't
in.
sound like you're a fan. I mean, it sounds like you liked his one album and
I
then
liked his, but it was so good. But it was
like it
so
sounds
good.
like he made one album, but you would still go to his concert.
Yes, but he would do those hits. You know, what was the trick in Signs? There was water all over the place. Actually, who gives a fuck? But I can't help it. I still get to I can't help it. So I see Old, and you see in the previews these guys go to an island, probably set up, and they become old. They start getting old immediately. What's the magic of the island? And I was nervous already because I'm like, what could the twist be in this?
And can you not give the twist? This sounds very interesting to me.
Can I give away the non-twist?
Can you not give away anything? Can you just say if you liked it or didn't like it?
Hated it because there is nothing. That's it.
Okay. Okay. I hear I could read
I
between
want
the
to
lines.
warn
Thank you.
people
Okay.
that there's nothing though. That's the thing.
Do you think I would like it? I know that's weird after you just said you hated it.
No, you
Okay,
don't leave
okay.
there liking it. I left. You ever leave a movie theater and try to walk by people and see if they feel like you do or they're fucking batshit? And no one liked this movie leaving the theater
Oh no.
Monday night.
So how many people are in the theaters now? At first you had it to yourself for real.
Nice enough
Yeah?
amount. Yeah.
Enough to get like seats next to you free?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's still like 6 foot distance, but it's filling.
Yes.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do you get popcorn or are you over it? Like this is just what like watching Netflix.
I'm gonna be over it soon, but right now I still make it an adventure. I get my hot dog. I see so many movies. I get free popcorn.
That's fun.
Maybe
That's
I'll
fun.
even go for the IC.
Okay, because I was thinking like, we turn on Netflix and it's as if like we're not doing anything, but we're spending our time with it.
Yeah.
So part of going to the movie theater is all that. So I think it's fun that you still have fun with it.
I try to time it just right that when I open the door, da 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 da, and I'm like, because I'm only a couple blocks away. That's something, man. I'm gonna move somewhere, and not think about it. And they're like, oh yeah, it's a dry county. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And there's no theater. What? But the schools are great. What? Can you imagine you live in a city with no Movie theater. Yeah, but the pizza's good. Who gives a fuck?
Did they have a movie? I didn't see a movie theater in Somerset where
They
you grew
did
up.
the Palace movie theater, and then they ended up closing it.
When? How old were you?
I was 18. I left, and they were like, nobody's seeing movies. How are these things open? Like, I'll go during the day to a movie by myself, and I'm like, I'm literally the only one in the theater. You still
don't
turned
know.
on the lights in the front. I'm on a movie pass deal, but even if I say paid full price, I'm not paying for this electricity. I know that.
Right. For the
I'm going to
person
use the
serving
toilet.
you.
I'm going to use your plumbing. No way was this worth $16. Movies aren't enough, if you ask me.
They
I don't know
don't
what
cost
people
enough.
are fake complaining. It's a. You ever been to a museum? Have you been anywhere? And here for 2 hours, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Piss in the corner.
Don't.
$16.
Can't piss in the corner.
I've seen it. And they say, sir, please. I'd rather you didn't. And you say, fuck you. And that's $16. That's amazing. You can fuck in the back. It's cheaper than our hotel. And there's a movie, too.
You know what?
You're fucking in a hotel in the back with better air conditioning than those cheap hotels, and Tom Cruise is talking to you. $16 is okay.
You know what? We're working on a simple guide to New York here because we've been, crossing some Brooklyn borders and neighborhoods we haven't really been to, especially on a bike. We're like, oh, here's the favorite eats, the best pizza, this stuff. And then you have you could pee in a theater and people will kindly ask you not to, but you can finish off in the back with your date while Tom Cruise talks to you. We have like different perspectives. That's
You
all.
know that during the Batman shooting, it could have been stopped faster, but they didn't know how to politely ask the guy to stop shooting. They let you do whatever you want almost. It's crazy.
It's just you're
I
trying
love
words
theaters.
out sometimes and just seeing how it lands.
All right, let's go back and see what we talked about. Here. All right. We talked about keithandthegirl.com/tickets. Be a VIP member, get a free ticket here every show we ever done. Here, the latest issue of Daddy Issues, the latest episode of Chemda's What's My Name, latest episode of a Diamond Dogs. Me and Craig do some yapping. Every show we've ever done from episode number 1 is under VIP. And again, you get free tickets for now when we do silent trailers. All right.
And of course, we ask you to ignore episode number 1, but that's just a kindness.
I'm thinking it's the only episode I don't like, and I'm thinking of going back, redoing it now, and just being like, "Hey, we're trying something new. It's podcasting. Bang bang, bang bang." Kenda's against it, but I don't know. Ben and J-Lo, same boat, same hand, same asshole. Good for them. Fuck Japan. Assuming you can say that. That's what the media is getting me all hyped about. Told you how to eat healthy and how to shave your balls. If you're into movies where the white guy turns out to be okay after all, I think you'll like The Best of Enemies. But what do I know? People don't like shit and pie movies that they force an asshole to eat. This is a world I'll never understand. M. Night Shyamalan, I'll be his little bitch forever. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You didn't even fucking try. There is no twist, you motherfucker. It makes no sense. All right. And I think that's everything. I think we did a fun job.
Atypical and the ways that I should describe movies to Keith. Also,
Yes.
Kominsky report and my high recommendation to everybody but Keith, probably Tell Me Who I Am. If you want to
Right.
cry, not cry, or just feel something.
Assume all the titles Chemda said aren't the real titles. Find it based on that. People who search for the Kominsky report also like the Kominsky method. Anyways, you get the point. Talk to you soon.
KeithAndTheGirl.com